What's going on, YouTube? This is SG1 Sports, and it's time for week 6 of our college football pick'em game. And I've got the leaderboard updated on time this week, and from now on we'll be doing these videos on Thursdays, just so you know. Alright, so last week Matt 54 had the highest score of the week. He had 95 points, 9 out of 10 correct picks, and he was closest on one of the bonuses. We've got three others with 90. We've got an 85 football to gaming. He had 8 out of 10 picks and got a bonus pick as well. And you see some more here with 80 points overall, so 8 out of 10 picks. I didn't quite make it onto the, yeah, I did. I had 8 out of 10. I was on the first page there. Last week was pretty easy. I think this week's going to be much harder. So let's get into it. Oh, first, before we get to that, let's take a look at the updated leaderboard. And you can see myself and Broad Go Blue are now tied for first place with 350 points. You can see everybody here in the top 10. Several players tied there for that number 10 spot. So yeah, there you go. That's what the updated standings look like. And if you don't see yourself on these lists, you can go on the website and see everyone's picks from last week and see the complete leaderboard. I am starting to narrow it down. I think there's about 50 people on there now, so we'll continue to narrow it down once people get so far behind and miss picks. So here we go, week 6, Stanford at Utah. That should be a good one. I think that's going to be a really good game. Arkansas, South Carolina, another really good game. Kansas State and Texas, Minnesota, Purdue, Duke of Virginia. All 5 of these games, they're not really high-profile games. They're not top 25 matchups. I don't think any of these really are. No, they're not. But they're all, I think, going to be really good games, really close games. And that's the story this weekend. Not any big high-profile games, but there are a ton of games that should be very competitive, close games, exciting games, dramatic games. So I think it's going to be a really fun weekend of college football, even though, like I said, we don't have that big, top 10 matchup or anything like that. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. All right, so those are the first 5 picks. And it continues here, Washington State and Oregon. Michigan State at Michigan. And by the way, I will be taking Washington State in that game. I said Oregon on my preview video. Justin Herbert is injured. He's going to be out for the season. I did not realize that. Royce Freeman is also banged up. So, by the way, I am taking Washington State in that game. I guess I'm helping you guys out a little bit there. But Oregon could still win. LSU and Florida, that should be close. Miami and Florida State, that should be close. West Virginia and TCU, I think that's going to be close. So all 10 of our picks really could go either way. The biggest favorite here is probably Michigan. TCU's favored by a lot also, but I don't think that's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be very close. I think all these games are going to be close. And again, it's going to be a fun weekend of college football starting tonight with Louisville and NC State. I think that's going to be a huge matchup. All right, so now what about the bonus picks? How many passing yards will Jalen Hurts have against Texas A&M? That'll be an interesting one to watch. He hasn't really had to throw the ball a whole lot this year, but Texas A&M, that's besides Florida State, that might be the best team that Alabama has played this year. And then, all right, here we go. What will be the combined winning margin of Clemson? That'd be over Wake Forest. Oklahoma versus Iowa State. Penn State over Northwestern. And Georgia over Vanderbilt. So take the winning margin of all 4 teams, add them up together, and that would be your bonus pick. So if you think a team might lose, one of these 4 teams might lose, which they're all pretty heavy favorites, but if you did think that, then you would use negatives. So like if you thought Wake Forest was going to win by 3, then count -3 for that one as you're adding them up. But I feel pretty confident that all 4 of these teams are going to win. But you never know. College football can be pretty crazy. We're starting to get into conference play. It's time for those upsets to start happening. So anything really can happen. But that's it for this week's video. Again, link down in the description below. Go ahead and click that. Make your picks. Make sure you use the same username you've been using all season. And if you're new, I will show your picks if you made the highest score for the week. But you're not going to get on the leaderboard at this point. You're just too far behind. So sorry about that. But here you go. Week 6 picks. Go ahead and make them. Good luck. Thanks for watching. And stay tuned for more here on the SG1 Sports YouTube channel.